What's going on, people? So today we're checking out the SofaBaton X1S. Now this is an upgraded version of the original SofaBaton X1. So we're going to get into what the differences are and pretty much tell you why this is my favorite universal remote. So if you haven't used the X1, this is pretty much where everybody is calling the Harmony remote replacement, because it has, you know, the OLED screen on it where you can control multiple devices, and it also has the hub that you can connect to multiple devices. Now this is an upgraded version from the original X1, but as far as the actual device itself, it pretty much looks identical. If you take a look at it, this is the X1 and this is the X1S. They pretty much look identical. The only difference, if you can see on the back, is the branding on the back is a little bit different. And then if you look at the fonts on the screen, they're a little bit different. Now there's some things internally that are different that we're going to cover in this video, but as far as the looks, they look identical. That's a good thing because I like how ergonomic this feels. It's really comfortable in the hands. You don't have any problems reaching any of the buttons. All of your buttons are backlit, which is nice. All have a nice premium feel to it. Now this device has no batteries tray. Everything is charged through the USB Type-C. Real quick, before we get into anything else, I'm just show you what comes in the box with it. So you got your instruction manual, quick start guide. Of course, the hub is in there. Then you got your power brick. You got two IR extenders. So if you want to put this in a cabinet, you can have the actual hub inside of a cabinet and you'll be able to still access it with these extenders. And then we have our two USB to USB Type-C cables, one to plug up the actual hub and the other one is what you will use to charge your remote. So as you can see on the remote, you got activities. So if you have, let's say for instance, you have a TV, a receiver, and an Xbox. So if you can set up the activities to where you hit one button, it'll turn on your Xbox, it'll turn your TV on, it'll turn on your receiver, and then it'll turn your receiver to the correct input. So really convenient. Like I said, if you're familiar with the Harmony remotes, pretty much identical to that. Only difference is this doesn't have a touch screen. Everything has to be controlled through the scroll wheel, which is not an issue. So the scroll wheel can be used to scroll up and down, and it doubles as a button. So if you selecting something, you can press down on it. Also, you have this directional pad here, which is rubberized, feels really nice as well. And then you have the enter button on the center. Also, you're looking here, your volume rocker here. On the right hand side, you have your multi-function button. You can use this for navigating the menus, or if you still have like a cable box or something, you can use this to go up and down on the channels. As far as your menus go, for most of your smart TVs, you're going to have the home button, so this will take you back to home. Of course, you got your back button, your menu button, your back scrub, your forward scrub, your pause and play button, and down here you have some assignable buttons that you can assign to several different functions. So pretty flexible on what you can use these for. It's really nice that they included these on the remote. Now this is your hub. On the back of the hub, you see you have your power button, you have your USB Type-C, and then you have the two slots where you're going to put your IR extenders if you want to use those. The hub is also identical to the hub that's on the X1, so don't see any really differences there. Alright, so as far as the differences, let's go over the differences from the X1 to the X1S. The biggest difference that I see as far as hardware goes is this now has a G sensor in it, which will allow you to, as soon as you lift the remote, it'll automatically power itself on, something that the X1 did not have. So that's a nice quality of life upgrade. Also, like I mentioned before, there's a new chip in this which allows it to have different fonts, which will allow for a longer script to fit better in the screens. So that's something that a lot of people were complaining about on the first version. They have upgraded that here. So in order to work all of this, you have to download the SofaBaton app on your smartphone. I think it's a real streamlined way as far as adding devices. You don't have to worry about knowing codes. You can actually just search the device, search the model number, and everything will populate itself, which I think is really convenient. Alright, so now that the update is over, we're going to go ahead and add a device. Now, this can do infrared, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi, so you can pretty much add any type of device you want. Alright, and then you just control the device just like that. Pretty simple to set up, really versatile remote. Definitely my favorite universal remote. So big shout out to SofaBaton for sending this out for me to check out. I definitely appreciate it. So my overall conclusion on that X1S, if you already have the X1, I definitely do not think it was worth an upgrade. But if you don't have that, you have some other type of remote, even if you have the SofaBaton U2, definitely worth grabbing. So first of all, I want to thank SofaBaton for sending this out for me to check out. But also, they were nice enough to hook us up with a 20% coupon. So if you use the promo code 35I59G3D, you'll get an extra 20% off your purchase if you're grabbing it through Amazon. So I want to thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And I'll see y'all in the next video.